Hello everyone, my name is SlyPie, and I am here with some really unfortunate news for the FNaF community and the games as a whole. Today on the Five Nights at Freddy's Reddit, Scott Cawthon himself came out and made a statement that he will be retiring from the FNaF series. So excuse my dyslexia, but let's get into it. He states, "Before I say anything else, check out this awesome piece of fan art. Pretty amazing stuff, right? I have boxes and boxes of artwork like this from fans that I've saved over the years. I've tried to answer as many letters as I could, and I apologize to anyone that I missed somehow. Someday when I have a bigger living room, maybe I can make a giant collage of all the fan art I've collected. Stuff like this has made it all worthwhile to me over the last 7 years. I have had the blessing fulfilling a rich career. I've been shown great kindness, and I've tried to show great kindness in return. I've tried to make some good games, let the debate ensue, and I've witnessed the creation of possibly the most creative and talented fan base on the planet. But here on the 7th anniversary of the first game's trailer, as I realized that I was in my mid-30s when I created the series and now I'm approaching my mid-40s, I realized that I miss a lot of things I got to focus on before FNaF became such a success. I miss making games for my kids, I miss doing it for fun, I miss making RPGs even though I stink at it. I've been shown tremendous support over the last week, a lot of which have come from the LGBTQ community. The kindness shown to me has been surreal. Is this the end of FNaF? No. This just means that someone else will eventually be running the show, someone of my choosing, and someone that I trust. We will have to wait to see how all this plays out, but an announcement will be made at some point. I have 6 kids now, although one of them is currently the size of a blueberry. I love them dearly. They are my whole world and my whole universe, and I want to focus my attention on them, focus on protecting them, and spend my time making things for them. I only ask that my fan base respect my decision. I will still be around, just not in the capacity that I used to be. What a blessed career I've had. What wonderful people I've met, and what a tremendous blessing to have been able to know all of you. Thank you so much. See you on the flip side." Wow, so those are some heavy words from Scott Cawthon. I know a lot of people in the community are really upset about this, and personally I am. I mean, it's going to affect a lot of our channels and FNaF as a whole, and possibly even the movie. I hope not the movie, because I hope we'll still get that. Now, before we go into what this actually means for FNaF as a whole, let's go over why this is happening. Since 2019, Scott Cawthon has been trying to figure out how to wrap up his career. He's been thinking about retiring for a few years now. This was kind of just a little push over the edge to be like, you know what, I think now's the time, things are getting a little crazy, and he's got a family to focus on. So basically how this ensued is some people from the FNaF community did some research on, allegedly did some research on Scott Cawthon, and found out that he was a Republican. Now, I don't know how this wasn't already obvious. Scott Cawthon is Catholic, or at least I think Christian. He used to make games based on the Bible, and as we know, a lot of Christians in America tend to lean more on the right side of politics. I don't think there's anything wrong with this. He can have his own opinion, he can be whoever he wants, and I don't think it should affect his career in any way. But cancel culture thinks differently, which is upsetting. Huge problem about today. People can't have their own opinions and their own political views without it upsetting someone else, and that will cause a chain reaction for their career to be destroyed. Now, obviously, Scott Cawthon's career wasn't destroyed over this, but this kind of just pushed him over the edge to be like, all right, it's time to retire. It's time to step away from this. And apparently these people that were digging for his information also found that he allegedly, I haven't seen proof of this yet, but allegedly donated to anti-LGBTQ charities. Let me just point something out here real quick. I support everyone for who they want to be, okay? I don't care who you are. I don't care what you want to be in life. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters. But as of now, we just don't have any proof of this at all. And the ironic part is the people that are trying to cancel him can't even legally vote. So why are you getting mad at him for his political views? Okay, so what does this mean for FNaF as a whole? Nothing really. Scott said he's going to pass the game on to someone that he trusts, someone that will treat it with care and has a similar vision to what he has. He's just not going to be this big boss controlling every single decision of the game. I think what's going on here is he's going to kind of let Steelwool and someone else in charge, that is at this time anonymous, work on the new games. Security Breach should still be coming out, and I think he's just going to be focusing on his family and possibly even working on the movie script, which I think is actually finished, so maybe they're filming already, which would be super exciting. Guys, this doesn't really mean anything for FNaF. I mean, it's sad to see that the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's is retiring, but the game series is still going to live on. Now, Is it going to live on with the same vision? Is it going to keep the same impact? Are we going to lose fans? What's going to happen? We don't know. We really don't know. Only time will tell, but I don't think it's as bad as people are making this out to be. We've been seeing the slow decline of the game since the 4th game, Five Nights at Freddy's 4. It shouldn't come as much as a surprise to people that he is retiring. Although it was really random, and with a game coming on the way, no one really expected it, but it was gonna happen anyway. Like, it was going to happen soon no matter what. Now that Steel Wool and other companies like Illumix have rights to FNaF, unfortunately, it'll probably turn into some sort of big corporate game, which I hope is good for the series. I hope these companies don't ruin the game and ruin the lore. I really hope Scott still has creative control over the lore, most of all, but we might actually see these companies like Steel Wool do some really cool stuff with FNaF, since they have more tools and technology to make the games higher quality and release them quicker. So we might get more games, and we might get some more exciting games later down the line, so this could be really good for FNaF. Now, what does this mean for my channel? Absolutely nothing. FNaF is going to keep growing, and we're going to keep having new games, same with videos. And in fact, I actually think that this will make plushies and merchandise come quicker. Since Scott doesn't really have control over that, and he was really strict on that before, these big corporate companies might push Funko to release more merchandise quicker. But that's all I really have to say about this situation. It's saddening, but it's happening. Scott just retired, and this is what it means for the FNaF game as a whole. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope it did inform you on the topic, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Later.